What's going on YouTube? It's your boy NY Jumpman23 here from WearTesters.com. First and foremost, want to give a shout out to everybody celebrating Chinese New Year's and Vietnamese New Year's. Happy New Year's, everybody. But we're here to get straight into business with the performance review of the Nike Zoom Hyperrev 2016. Straight into it. Traction. Traction of the Nike Zoom Hyperrev 2016 couldn't work any better as is. I believe, again, Nike just in 2016 decided to go back to basics and just decided to be like, listen, we're just gonna start making beastly shoes and grip the floor well. This is actually one of them. One of the influences, I believe, personally, is from a review that I've just done recently, which is the Nike Zoom, Nike LeBron Ambassador 8. The patterns are not similar in regards of just the look itself, but it uses a diamond-like cut base traction, multilateral direction, where it allows it to grip the floor extremely well. Didn't have any slippage in this. Honestly, rarely had any slippage in this one on the Hyperrev. So the main thing of the key to this particular shoe is the traction. This is where it stands out the most. So this definitely works on indoor and or outdoor court. So didn't have any slippage at all. On occasions, like every other time you play basketball, you'll get dust. It picks up, but then again, after one quick wipe, I'm good to go. So this is definitely one of the highlights of the shoe, the traction. Next up on the shoe is the materials. It's not like something we haven't seen before from Nike, but it feels really good on foot. Overall, they have this overlay mesh material all around, infused toe box, and this type of mesh ankle collar on the padding. This stuff feels really good around your foot. Doesn't necessarily hug it too well. Not saying it's a bad thing, but then again, it just feels really well along the collar around your ankle. The material does stretch a little bit, but not too much over to the fact that you're concerning whether or not you're going to fall. Your feet are going to fall out the shoe. But the materials feel really well done on this particular shoe. And you have high traction rubber on the outsole, and you have awesome Zoom cushioning on the heel and the forefoot, and a Velcro strap just to keep you locked in on the shoe. So, but overall, the materials just generally work on this simple model. I wouldn't say it stands out, but in this, just for not a non-signature model to have all this stuff on a shoe, that it just really works well. It's a really good job by Nike. On the shoe is the fit. Interestingly enough, I have a semi-wide foot. Didn't have a problem, having my feet actually get in the shoe. That was one of the main things, was a pain in the butt trying to get your foot in. Like the old Hyperrev, you kind of had to loosen up the laces and then kind of slide your foot in, and then kind of pull the front tab, stretch out the materials just to put your foot in. That's the real pain in the butt about this Hyperrev. But I was able to slide in my feet generally fine. But if you have extremely wide foot, I definitely don't suggest it. Also, for those who wear ankle braces, be very aware of this particular model. And I'll give you examples. I wore a slip-on McDavid ankle brace. This one worked fine. I was able to get my foot in perfectly fine. The next thing, multi-strap ankle brace that wraps around both sides, the left and right. Couldn't get my foot in the shoe. The other ankle brace that I do own is the Adidas Speed Wrap, the one that Derrick Rose uses. I had an extremely tough time, but I was able to get my foot in, but the fit just didn't feel right. So for this particular model, in regard to the fit, be very aware if you do wear ankle braces or have extremely wide feet. It kind of looks a little sloppy when you're all over the place trying to put your foot in with that, but if you don't wear an ankle brace, the shoe works perfectly fine. The midfoot strap itself, it helps contain your foot overall in the footbed. I had, on rare occasions, did have it come undone. My suggestion, if Nike does plan on doing a strap like this, I know angles and particular modeling that when you create a shoe, or you use a general like a piece to put in the shoe before putting the overlay strap to create the design. But I would say make this midfoot strap material have that, like a stretch material. So when someone wraps their foot over, it doesn't you know, show the actual Velcro base too much, and it's more forgiving for people who have slightly wider foot. I've seen players such as Darren Williams, who else? Draymond Green, while playing, have the midfoot strap come off randomly, and it's kind of annoying when you're mid-game, you're trying to play defense or you're running on offense, and the thing just keeps on flapping like this. So it's quite annoying. And the funny thing is, I've also seen who else had this on? Randy Foye from the Denver Nuggets. He had it, but I believed he cut the midfoot strap, or he might have tucked it in like this while playing. Don't know why. I guess that's easier for him. But overall, you know, that's little parts of me nitpicking the fit of the shoe. Overall, I didn't really worry about my feet moving regards inside the shoe of the fit. So this, as long as you lace it up thoroughly in the shoe and you lace it up tight, you're perfectly fine. The containment is great. I mean, it's good, not great. I've had worse models I played in, but this shoe worked. The fit overall worked. Factor is that if you see along the sock liner booty over here, look at the ambassador. Kind of similar in design, right? Well, the ambassador is more done in July 2015, and this one's done in September 2015. So overlay designs could have been utilized in the overall process. I kind of wish that the Hyperrev also had like a heel tab so you can pull in the shoe easier, but that's for another time. On to the support. You also have other than the rubber outsole rubber, you also have the outrigger that's tipped over to the side, to the medial side, where it gives you great traction upon hard lateral cuts and movements. Other than that, you also have, in regards to support, the Zoom airbags on the heel and the forefoot. Really responsive, really great. Hopefully they continue to do this with all future models in 2016 and so forth. The midfoot strap for containment, it does its job. It sometimes comes loose, but it works well. It works decent. Other than the support, you also have the rubber TPU heel counter. Kind of looks like a pair of old school Kanye sunglasses, but forgot which record. That's my bad. Anyways, it's there. It also protrudes. If you press in, you can see the internal heel counter that's shaped in between. With this rubber piece, I believe they possibly could have shaved the weight off this rubber piece a little bit. Not to say that this shoe isn't light already, but of course last shoe's model was a little bit lighter. And this particular model is a little bit higher off the ground. But that's not to say it doesn't work. It's really responsive, it's really supportive. It supports your foot. Of course, even though it's you put your foot into the booty with the midfoot strap. In regards to support, the shoe runs and plays like a low top shoe. But regardless, even if you wear a high top, mid top, low top, if you step on somebody's ankles, or step on somebody's foot, sorry about that. Step on somebody's foot, regardless, you're still gonna hurt your ankle the same exact way, so it doesn't really matter. Overall, I really do like the Hyperrev 2016. It has great cushioning, intricate designs. You have all-stars like DeMarcus Cousins wearing this shoe, and of course he's doing great. He has an all-star season. Congratulations, DeMarcus. For the price range of this particular shoe, the Hyperrev model, and outperforming current signature shoes, I definitely do recommend this shoe. If you do have super wide feet and wear ankle braces, this is not a shoe I would recommend. But for the price range of $110 for a non-signature model, outperforming a lot of other shoes, this is definitely helps. It's easier on the pockets, but also performs extremely well on court. So again, this is the final overall performance review of the Nike Zoom Hyperrev 2016. If you have any comments and stuff like that, please leave it in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe, like the video, or leave some comments in between the YouTube videos so I can try to get back to you as much as I can. I try to be very responsive to all my subscribers and anybody who writes comments. Again, I do get a lot, so if I skip you, I apologize. It's not on purpose. It's trying to go through the list of people that I'm trying to respond to. The questions do get repetitive, so I do recommend scrolling up a little bit. Don't make me repeat myself, and I really don't like that, but I try to do the best I can for you guys. Again, this is NYJumpman23 from WearTesters.com, giving you the final performance review of the Nike Zoom Hyperrev 2016. And this is me signing out. Peace.